Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to look through a tile in our VBC and go through what all of the individual pieces of that tile mean. So we're going to look at this 2007 Honda Pilot right here. Top right corner of the tile, it's going to tell us when the lead came in. So the 6th of the 10th. And then most of the time, if you hover over it, it will give you a few more details on that. So if it came in today and you hover over it, it will tell you how many hours ago the lead came in. If we go directly below to this little circle with the letters in it, that's going to tell us where the lead came from. So CL means Craigslist, AT means Auto Trader, and then CG means Car Gurus. And then when Facebook is turned on, that will be represented by an FB in the bottom right corner. To the left, we've got the VinQ star rating. We apply this to all vehicles. This is based on how this vehicle performs in your market. This score is compiled by total units sold, combined with the average age of those vehicles. We give it a score out of 4. 4 stars out of 4, meaning it performs very well. 1 star out of 4, meaning it performs poorly. Now you'll see on this vehicle to the left that there are actually no stars on that vehicle. Now 0 stars doesn't mean that the vehicle performs poorly. It just means we weren't able to pull in enough data to give it an accurate score. Directly below in this little white box here, it's going to tell us the vehicle name that the customer gave to it. And then to the right of that, we've got assign. This is just one of the ways we can assign a vehicle to one of our VBC agents. So I just click that drop-down menu, click the name of whoever I wish to assign the vehicle to, and then that vehicle will show up under that dealer's name on the left-hand side here. Directly below and to the left, we've got the odometer reading as per reported by the customer. And then we've got what looks like a little green piece of paper right there. This is to do with the title of the vehicle. If it's green, the customer is saying that it's a clean title. If it's red, the customer is saying it's a salvage title. And then if it's gray, the customer has mentioned nothing about the title on the ad. Now note, we do not run a Carfax on this or anything like that. This is just purely based on what the customer is telling us. To the right of that, we've got this ambulance. This is to do with accident history. This is the same concept. So if it's green, the customer is saying that there have been 0 accidents on the vehicle. If it's red, the customer is reporting at least 1 accident on the vehicle. And if it's gray, the customer has not mentioned accident history in the ad. Once again, not based on Carfax, just purely based on what the customer is telling us. To the right of that, sometimes you will see on these tiles, this little hand with the finger sticking up. You won't see this on most tiles, but just in case you do, that's telling you that this is a single owner vehicle. The customer is reporting this as a single owner vehicle. To the right of that, we've got this trash can. We click that, a red trash can will pop up over the vehicle. And once we refresh the page, that vehicle will pop up in our trash bucket on the left over here. And then to the right of that, we've got the heart symbol. So this is just a liking feature. It's really up to you on how you use it. It's just a liking feature. And then we've got the asking price of the customer right there. So then if we come up to the vehicle name and I click that, it'll give me a few options up here. Top left, this is how I archive a vehicle. So remember, once I message a customer, I'm no longer able to delete that vehicle. What I can do though is archive it. And I do that just by clicking on that little filing cabinet and it will go directly to my archive bucket on the left. Next to archive, we've got parking lot. So this P is how we place a vehicle in parking lot to work on it later. We click that P and the vehicle will be removed from new outbound and show up over the parking lot right there. Then we've got targets and no flies, how you set a target. If you do well with the vehicle or if you don't want to waste your time with certain vehicles that come in, you set a no fly. We've got the generate offer. So you just click that and it generates a range for the an offer range for the customer. with a disclaimer. Now note that you are required to have a year, make, model, and trim level in order for that function to be effective. To the right of that, excuse me, we've got this little megaphone. If I click that, that will just take me out to the platform where the vehicle is being advertised. Underneath, we've got move to working. If I click that, that will just allow me to manually move this vehicle over to my working stage. So if, you know, I set an appointment with the customer by calling them rather than texting them through our chat function, you can move it to working manually. Then to the right of that, you've got our notes. Now, when you move it to working, you will also have the option to set an appointment through the tile. And then you'll also have the option to mark the vehicle as acquired for reporting purposes. So if you tick that acquired box, the vehicle will be removed from working and go on over to our acquired bucket on the left. And then last thing we have on the tile is going to be this live market data down the bottom. Now, this will only be on vehicles that have a star rating. This vehicle over here with the 0 stars won't have any live market data because there isn't enough out there to give it any. But here it's going to tell us how many of these vehicles are in our market, the average age of those vehicles, how many we have, and then the average retail price, which you can then compare to their asking price, and it'll give you a little bit of an idea as to whether or not this vehicle is worth going after. So that, ladies and gentlemen, are all the different emblems / functions on these VBC tiles. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your performance managers. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.